dog Kia, and I gotta put a starter in it. So first thing we gotta do is break the negative terminal free. Not literally break. I'm gonna do this. Pop this off, get this out of the way. This vehicle was a no crank, and I was trying to record it, but the I had my test light set up, went underneath, hooked it to the battery positive, and it lit up nice and bright. Checked my battery voltage, it was nice and bright, and then I went to crank, and the S terminal, or the small terminal, it lit up, but it did not crank over. So we are going to be putting a starter in it, so tag along. Alright, so we got to undo this bracket. We can just pull it back. I don't think we need to take the whole thing off. Then we got this terminal up here. There's that. So this is that, I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me get a different light. So I took this bolt out, and this is that terminal. I went onto this terminal with my test light while it was being cranked over, and it lit up nice and bright, which tells me that the solenoid is just having a problem. So now we got to get the, you can't see it because it's behind this bar, but there's like a 13 millimeter, that's for the heavy wire. Now I would not attempt this one with the battery connected, so I didn't want to risk it. This is for the battery cable that comes off to the battery positive. Wouldn't surprise me if this thing broke either. There it is. Huh? Oh no, I just slipped. I thought it broke. It's about to break out. There it is. Yep, it broke right off. So we'll undo. This is the positive wire. The nut was going right there. We'll just tuck that out of the way. And now we have to get to the starter body, which I believe on this one, I might be able to get it down here. Let me try. Alright, so there's a 14s, but I can't use a ratchet. Alright, let's get this in there. Alright, now we'll get the other one free. Get a smaller small one. So what I'm doing now, just to be able to get it out faster, I got one of a little shorty. Hey shorty. Until it's like loose enough to be able to just pull right out my hand, which it is right now. sometimes you got to do the old Mongolian wiggle, which is not a real thing. I made it up, actually. I don't know if Mongolians do that, but alright, here's one bolt. That's her. Let's get the upper one. Slip this back, do a little rotate, pull her down right next to the exhaust. Alright, if you can, so inside of here is the teeth for the flywheel. Just take a peek at them. If they look good, you know, you don't have to get too crazy with checking it, but this is, I added a little bit of fluid film to the threads just to make install easier. But so back to the threads, you guys distracted me. But or not the threads, the flywheel. Just look at the teeth of it, make sure they look okay. If they look all gnarled up, you might have to check into it a little bit more. But for the most part, you know, they're going to be okay. So now let's get the bolts. I cleaned up the bolts as well. Let's go. Get the big wrench in there. I don't think you guys understand how strong I am. It's so strong. Okay, so now the starter itself is mounted and tight. We can get the terminal. Looks okay. Put that up top there. That up real quick. Why didn't you guys tell me that I dropped it? Alright, there's that one. There's this one. There's that. This is different because this must be a different housing because I could clearly see this this nut before, and now I cannot. So they must have added some on ever so slightly. I'm gonna get a mirror. Just feel a lot more comfortable knowing that I'm in the exact right spot. So bear with me, if you will. I'm glad I looked, because I am not in the right spot. It's got like a flat spot built into the body of the starter, and I'm ever so slightly off there. So it does definitely pays to check that. Much better. Actually, I think it goes the other way. Yeah, I think it goes the other way. So I had to rotate it ever so slightly, but now it definitely locked in, because when I move it, I can feel it in the groove. So I'm much happier with that. And this one doesn't have to be that tight. Probably just, 12 pound-feet. Not much. That looks really good. With one more little. Okay, that's good. All it's got to do is hold that cable on, so it doesn't have to be super crazy. Okay, put this in there. That slides in there, connects in, clickety click. Okay, let's put this back. Brackets back. Starter is in. Let's do the final wipe down. And now let's go back down on the ground and we'll make sure it runs. Alright, so we're back at the top here. Let's reconnect the battery. I know where my wrench is. Pocket. It's right here. Alright. We're gonna reconnect this. We got an Ever Start, 12 of 23. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. So this is what I was using. I just hooked it to battery negative. Went like this, and when he cranked it over, it was bright like this. So I knew that it was fine. That's a good bright light. So now let's go inside. This got 262,061 miles. Whew. Gosh, Kia power. And that's how you do a starter on a Kia Spectra.